Hi, Brad Ward, Ward's Auctions. It is auction time again, and we have a fantastic sale. So 1 day live and online, and then a second day that is online only. First day is about 500 lots, and they're all good lots. There's no schmutz in the sale at all. The sale dates now, I should have had this on a little post-it note for me. I'm going to say the 14th is the sale. Does that sound right? 14th is the sale. We're going to start at 10 o'clock in the morning, and that goes from lot 100 to 500. So it doesn't really matter, anything under 1,000. Viewing for both sales will be on the Friday only. More so the Friday only for the viewing of the online portion. And that'll be from 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock. And then Monday night, starting at 6 o'clock, anything above 1,000 will start closing. But you're bidding now. Those items, before you're even seeing this video, those items are already on the website, www.wardsauctions.com. The sale will be held at our facility, 11802 145th Street in Edmonton, Alberta. We have got fantastic items. There is a pile of deco and nouveau, antiques, mid-century modern like you wouldn't believe. This little wall unit here is Danish made. All these shelves are adjustable, spring loaded. The reason we had to put it here in our little kitchenette area is it's the only place that has a normal house size ceiling, because it's spring loaded it presses between the house and the ceiling and the floor. So that's pretty neat, and it is Danish. And like I said, lots of mid-century pieces. Antique, probably English cabinet here. Medical cabinet, quarter-cut oak Canadiana. I mean, this thing is just as good as it gets. There's 5 Christmas trees in the sale. A lot of what's in the sale here as far as the high-end modern is from Dr. Modry's, not estate, he's still with us, he's just downsizing a little bit, him and the family. These are all from the Festival of Trees. So you know they were $5,000 and higher as a donation/purchase during the festivals, and there's 5 of them in the sale, and so that's awesome. If you're like me, you just want a pre-done Christmas tree you take home. And a lot of the modern artwork, like these pieces here, Eric Waugh, I think there's 3 or 4 pieces of his, they're all from his collection. Awesome pieces. This is a Danish round table. These are neat because of the triangular shape of the seat, that literally all chairs tuck right into the table, which is kind of funky. Mid-century Danish, I think. Don't quote me on that one. I'm pretty sure this is Danish as well on the desk. This Chippendale-style dining room suite has 2 big leaves in it right now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 chairs around it. And then there's 2 more besides, 2 more armchairs. This was bought at McKellarens, so you know this is solid cherry. There's table and chairs, and then there's also a cabinet I think we're selling separately. And it's a Bernhard set, so you know that they paid dear money for it. That's from a different house. Again, some nice artwork back there, some mid-century. Big king size McKellarens piece as well on this bed, and it's actually a full canopy. We can't set it up. It would just take up the whole friggin' building if we did that. Danish style in the IKEA type stuff, and then vintage, mid-century modern, tile top tables in there, and there's lots of it in the sale. There's another Christmas tree, some ornate mirrors, Scandia bed back there, more mid-century back here, little antique pieces here, mid-century ottoman. This is a 3-section, I don't think it's an ottoman, I think it's more of a lobby gossip bench type thing. This was purportedly bought at the Hotel McDonald auction in the 70s. Don't worry about the workmen in here. We're getting our phone fixed again. No, not our phone, our high-speed internet, so that we're ready to rock and roll on sale day for the online bidders. So TELUS has been awesome fixing that up for us. Modern mid-century style pieces, and then there's actual vintage mid-century pieces. And then there's nice little antique boudoir chairs, leather sofas and leatherette sofas. We're going to get into some really neat sofas coming up. Lots of deco, and that's from another file, if you will, or another, again, not an estate. I can't say it's an estate because he's just somebody who's getting rid of some stuff. But his area of interest was deco, so there was piles and piles of it. Quarter-cut oak, 78 RPM gramophone, another Christmas tree there, flat screen TV. I think those are more Eric Waugh artist pieces back there. This sofa set here, or sofa, is high-end. I'm not going to try, well, I'll screw up the pronunciation. Archetipo is what it says on here. This is $14,000 retail. It's kind of funky. The center section is, let's call it fixed. The outer ones, you can swivel in and out. And the tops are not hinged, but some sort of flexible mechanism inside there to make it into a high back. And I'm going to be honest with you, when I first looked at it, when I first pulled it up, I thought, well, the angle's not right. It seems a bit too far forward. It is so comfortable. It just supports your head. It's awesome. It retailed for $14,000, just so you know. And you know, all those names are on the catalog, so you can do your own creeping on the internet like you do. We know you do. And then you can find out for yourselves that we're not bullshooting you. There is some good Asian porcelains and bronzes and stuff in the sale. This table is a TV table, and you put your PVR and so on in there. And again, not a cheap item. Not a cheap item. Modern, of course. This is a hide-a-bed. I don't think it's ever been used. And then some good, genuine antique pieces. Ebonized finish on this one. It's absolutely awesome. Doors closed nice and snug. Like everything is lined up good. Obviously, it came from the same little collection. As you can, the theme is there. So, another Christmas tree in the corner over here. We were expecting some carpets. They didn't show up. But at the same time, if they show up, well, they're not going to go into the sale. But if they show up, then we have them ready for September. These are mosquito traps in here, and they're about $1,000 a piece. Mosquito Magnet is the brand name, and I think these are the Liberty model if you're looking online. And they work quite well. I use a similar product at my place on the acreage. 4,000 PSI pressure washer back there. Again, we've got some purses and scarves and so on. Those that have been paying attention know that we have had a few pieces over the last few months. This is the last of them. But you got Louis Vuitton, you got Burberry, Hermès, you got all sorts of stuff, and all the quality is there. Nice descriptions, 100% cashmere, and all the rest of it. Some artwork up there, Isabelle Levac from another situation. Gretsch guitar and some other, they're newer but quality guitars, including this Gretsch, which is awesome. Some Waterford crystal. These two are Waterford. Some Mark glass. This is a Gallet style. I don't believe it's going to be an older piece, but a Gallet style. Still acid etched. Some good Oriental porcelain. Some really nice stuff there. Probably a Skookum or Robert Held type on this one. I don't have the catalog in front of me, or a note. Roseville bowl there. This sculpture here, I believe the origin is now Arizona is where they work out of, but now that's a bit of a off the top of my head. Shiomi Haziza or something like that. I'm going to screw that up. This was $8,700. Again, this was from Dr. Modry's stuff. This was also from their collection. There's a little note here. I wonder if I'll be able to pronounce it. Women designer sofa, Gia. They paid $19,000 for the sofa and the chair. And this, the house was a monster of a house. Absolutely fantastic. Some rooms used and some not. This was, honestly, because it was at the top of the stairs, there was a TV in there, it just didn't seem like, it wasn't the right place to sit and chill. So this got no miles on it. This sofa and chair has no miles on it at all. This coffee table is also from them, which is really funky. How cool is that? I mean, for no reason, I don't think, but because you can.
Steal someone's drink?
Yeah, you can steal somebody's drink. Lot number 355 in the catalog, so you'll be able to identify the manufacturer and whatnot, because I can't remember it offhand. Same as the art glass fruit in the big, huge bowl in front of it on it as well. That's from them. This was bought at Scandia. This chair here, extremely comfortable. I've had a few drinks in this over the last couple of weeks, and it was about $3,500. Don't remember if this one is labeled. This teak set in the front, so I don't know if that's Danish or not, or if it's labeled. We accidentally just skimmed right over that whole front cabinet. It has awesome smalls in it, so don't forget that. Again, mid-century. I can say mid-century 100 times today in this video, and it still won't be enough. The little nest of tables is Danish. Awesome little set there. Little undershelf on the smallest one. They're not older, but these illuminated flower boxes are from Scandia, so they would have been pretty dear. This sofa, and remember I mentioned earlier that some rooms get used and some don't. This love seat and chair were in Dr. Modry's home office. Lots of use in them. The quality is just unbelievable. They're extremely comfortable. And so yes, they have a bit of use, which gives them character, but the quality is there. There's a neat little freestanding bar. You can move that wherever. These are from another one. Those that follow our Facebook would have seen, 2 months ago, where I had posted that there was an apartment full of mid-century coming in for the sale. It would have included that wall unit that we opened the sale with and some other pieces, and this. That was from that one. It got delayed because some family got involved and pieces had to get dispersed and so on. So it didn't make it into the sale that it was originally posted for, but now we have all that stuff in this sale. So that includes these, unmolested pieces, that lamp there, that floor lamp. Those are all good Danish pieces. More guitars here. More quality artwork. I should have been mentioning some of the artwork as I went along. They're on the catalog. That's what that's for. This 3-piece set here is Danish. This one in front of us, this low piece is Danish. There's lots of mid-century lamps like this. Still got the Telus guys working away. We've locked the door. We're not letting them out till they have it fixed, so we're good. Be good for online bidding. Into the back room here. This wood here, this is all myrtle wood, I believe it is. All really neat pieces. And I think while the camera's pointed that way, there's more chair sets and stools. There's a fridge and a stove over there. The fridge is a big 3-door unit, 2-door, and then the bottom is a freezer, a pull-out freezer. There's some signed sports pieces against the wall over there. Not too much in the way of coins and paper money this time, whereas last time there was lots of that. You never know what you're going to empty when you empty out a house, what you're going to get. But there is a little bit. But there is some awesome pocket watches, and most of them antique and most of them working, and we do describe that in the catalog. If they're working when we catalog it, we do say that in there. There's a Tissot watch, electric watch. We did have have it serviced and have a battery put in just prior to listing for the sale, so that you know that you're buying a decent piece. This piece in here, this is ruby and diamond. This one's appraised at about $15,000. It's lot number 182, so you can check the catalog. A genuine natural ruby and diamonds on that one. This is over a carat, little over a carat on that engagement ring there. And again, these are brand new pieces. These are brand new pieces up here. A little over half. Those are like 0.6 carat earrings and brand new. I'm not sure the story behind why we have brand new pieces, but somebody got them and they weren't getting used. There is some hockey stuff in the sale. Not my forte as such. However, this is an unopened pack. This would be the mystery pack. This is the pack that could or could not have the Gretzky rookie card. And there's 3 of them. We have 3 of them in the sale. And these are unopened. So obviously when you come to the sale, come to the thing, you're not going to be allowed to start manhandling these too much. So we have 3 of them. One of them looks a little wonky at the back. The argument being that if somebody had opened it and resealed it, they would have done a better job, or it's a little bit askew. But as you guys know, they're often a little bit askew when they're sealed, when they're put together at the factory, right? So anyhow, there's 3 of those, which is really neat. It's sort of the Schrodinger's hockey card is what that is. Smalls-wise, the tables, again, you're not seeing big, huge lots. You're not seeing schmutz. Look at this neat. The hat box, the leather travel case. I mean, if it could tell stories. And this Christie's of London beaver pelt hat, felt soft as butter. Like, how awesome is that? What size is it? I have a large head. It won't fit me. No, it doesn't fit me. I got a 7 3/8 head. I'd like to say it's because it's full of brains, but some might argue that. Lots of deco as well. There is cups and saucers, some of your standard fare, but then there's so much unusual pieces, so much vintage, unusual copper, oriental, carnival glass. There is Danish glass, some Victorian shoes there. If my mom was alive, she'd be all over those. There's Danish art glass. So the person that had a lot of the Danish mid-century modern furniture also had mid-century modern smalls. Everything from kitchenwares to lamps to art glass. We're not going to go down that last aisle, but there's some purple glass over there that is very exclusive mid-century Danish and Scandinavian glass. There is Oriental, and you can see the teak pieces up there. I think the camera's floating that way. That are, again, your mid-century, your Danish style and Danish authentic kitchen items and serving items. More deco, because remember we had so much deco from the one person. This has obviously got to be like a whale vertebrae or something, or part of one, that they've really just cut it off. It was probably broken. Cut it off so it sits flat. And now is it a candle holder? Whatever you want to do with it. But there is essentially two compartments there, two vessels there that you could do whatever you want with. More oddities. Nice bellows camera here. And it has, the film. I can't think of the proper name for them now. But the little film boxes back here. There's several of those in there, which is kind of neat. The case it needs a little bit of love, but that's okay. Again, mid-century flatware. This is genuine. When do you get that type of thing? And here you get all that in one lot. More deco. So definitely weighted towards deco and mid-century for sure. And there's another travel case. Let's see if this one's the right size. It's probably the same size because it would be for probably the same gentleman. This is a little bit better. Still a little bit too snug for me, but I don't think it's my style. Brass. We're not going to go down the last aisle. I'm sure we've been rambling on too long. When I say we, I mean whatever. I'll take some of the blame. The online session only starts here. Remember, when you're viewing, you only get to view this on the Friday. Sunday morning, you can view the live sale portion. This is blocked off on that day, and I don't see that changing anytime soon, but anything's possible. So let's run you through. You got wagon wheels, you got bicycles. This lady's bicycle, this Huffy, I don't think it's ever been used, or other than cruising around the block 5 times, that's it. It's got the basket. I mean, it still has the little nubs on there. There's just enough discoloring on the wheels to say that on the tires to say that it went around the block a few times. Otherwise, things are in awesome condition. These little battery-operated quads, I'm not going to get on it and make a fool of myself, but they're like brand new, and we did use them. And the chargers are here, owner's manuals and so on, and they seem to be like virtually no miles. Those are great little things for the grandkids. And I have a little acreage in grandkids, so maybe, in fact, we have a brand new granddaughter. She's like not even 2 weeks old yet. There's mechanical beds. There's 3 of them. More mid-century pieces. There are some aids to daily living, which is part of a side effect of getting older. Wheelchairs and walkers and so on. Not all from the same place, but we're just going to skim through this because there are some purses, there are some scarves. Maybe not scarves, but purses. There's quality furniture. There's miscellaneous furniture. There's mid-century. There's bedroom suites, corner cabinet. There's a couple of air guns. There's an air rifle, a Winchester brand, and there's actually a really nice M&P style CO2 powered pellet BB gun, BB pistol, and it's surprisingly accurate. It's actually been a lot of fun. There's a bunch of brand new Lego that came out of an estate that we did for CIBC. And a bunch of Lego, and it was for a grown man, but he was using it and playing around with his trains and whatnot. You could tell his interests had, he had to refine them as he got older and downsized. But he was still messing around. He had his little workshop in the apartment. Lots of kitchenwares that way and artwork and so on. And then in here there are tools. One of the new listings that we have out in Fort Saskatchewan for a house out there, the gentleman was a mechanic back in the day. And so some of these tools are from him. And you do get brand names. You do get Mac and Snap-on. And you do get other brands as well. And you get lots of shop supplies, wiring, bulbs. And there's a selection of Alberta license plates here. There's more artwork in here. There's a drill press. There really is a lot of everything. So at the risk of running for a 3-hour video, let's call it a wrap there. Remember all of your details, including online bidding links and galleries and so on, dates, places, future stuff coming up is available on our website, wardsauctions.com. The sale is on the 14th. This is of July 2019. So if we're looking at this in the future, this is a 2019 sale. And we'll start the sale at 10 in the morning. Doors will open at 9 in the morning. And then the online portion will be starting to close at 6 o'clock on the Monday. And I think there's about 400 lots or so. All good lots. And most importantly, come to the viewing. If you're local, come to the viewing. That's when you really get to kick the tires, say hello, be social. And that's on Friday prior, which is in 2 days from now. And that'll be from 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock. My name is Brad Ward, Ward's Auctions. Thanks for watching. Call us at 780-451-4549.